Hey everyone, it's me, Master9, here to do another episode of the Dex Challenge. So if you don't know what the Dex Challenge is, the Dex Challenge is a challenge where I, Master9, will go in and try to use different Pokemon in different games. So it's standard, and once a Pokemon is used, it has to be excluded from all future decks you potentially use. So today, I'm taking a look at Gollisopod right here. Okay, so I am a big fan of Gollisopod. I'll be honest. Love my bug boys, and when I saw that he got an EX, I was like, yes, that's wicked. But I didn't have him for a bit. He's got an interesting mechanic. I want to see what I can do. So I figured it out what I want to go about, and it's actually going to be based off his primary move. So we have Gollisopod EX here. 2 colorless, 1 water, 170. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, switch with one of your bench Pokemon. We plan on switching into one of 2 options. We're going to go in Klefki, which is going to allow us to shut down all basic abilities in play. Or we're going to go into Clamora EX, which is going to destroy 2 of their bench slots. I'm pairing up with some Mantike as just some free retreat. I also have the Gollisopods from Go and the non-EX variation, just as alternatives if I need to. If we don't have the energy to get the move going, well, we're going to run some escape ropes and we're going to run some switch. We have Turbo Energize in order to get that energy going and started. I'm actually going to switch this up a little bit. Let's run in like a couple of DTEs. I don't want to lose too much damage. Being able to get in damage is more important than losing damage. So, this is the deck. Haven't tried it out. Let's try it out now. Season's going to be ending fairly soon. Looking forward to the new set. Paldean Fates. Looks like it's going to be a good one. Like the shinies. Hidden Fates. Shining Fates, those sets tend to release decent cards that are not reprints. So, looking forward. The rotation's gonna be weird when that comes around. Oh, sorry about that. But I think we'll be fine. Just gonna have to adjust a lot of cards. Level Ball is one of my more personal favorite cards, and we're gonna be missing out on that. Of course, Nest Ball is arguably a better substitute, depending on your personal perspectives. This is a rough one. They go first and they're running electric, so we have a pretty strong weakness going on here. We'll see what we can do. I'm thinking we're just gonna level ball research. Well, level ball 1 energy research. Like, look at that. Okay, it was a fast charge, but still, he got his energy going. Double escape rope dumped is really rough, but that's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna put in this guy right here. I like Punk Out, but that's gonna be more than later. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to try and force some interesting plays. We're gonna do this. That way he has to ramp up some more energy. Of course, that wastes my retreat for the turn. Now we can run this, and we'll just Buoyant Healing just cuz, but a little rough. Irida looks to be our good play next turn. I might go Arven for the Turbo Energize. And Candace isn't the greatest card, but or this is a primary water deck. I wanted to run a couple because I do have the rainbows. Just flex a little bit. JV Pikachu 0700. So he's running Arven. Probably pick up a switch, maybe escape rope. Yep, switch 4 skill stone. So he's not running any V stars that are used for their ability. This is curious. Okay, 4 skill stone. I'm curious on what he's gonna pick up. Basic electric. You get a little bit of damage, which is nice. I mean, Calamitous Snowy Mountain really isn't the greatest card. A lot of restrictions. But I thought it'd be fun to try and use it. So if he Dynamic Sparks, he does have to waste an electric energy, which is a bit. Electric is able to cycle fairly easy, but probably take it from the Raikou if I was to make it. No? Okay, I guess that leaves both of them open. Next turn on electric energy. We're gonna go with this one pod here. We'll set up Tool Jammer. We can Irida next turn. What I want to do is we're gonna Arven. We're gonna pick up the Turbo Energize. Let's just pick up a level ball, right? Run this here. Run this here. Level ball will pick up Mantike so we can retreat fairly easily. And we're just gonna Turbo Energize onto this one pod right here. Now we're probably gonna get knocked out. 70 HP is nice for situations like this because he only does 60 damage, but we got the electric weakness, so he only does have to discard a singular electric. Oh, he's got that sparkly electric. Top deck's Miraidon, of course. Tandem unit, so the limit's nice for this situation. I'm almost considering running some couple fighting energy just for Glamora for a matchup just like this, because electric's gonna be always weak against rock ground fighting. Stone is the energy type that it's called. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go Mantike. Yonya. Oh, that's interesting. Do you have to shuffle your prize cards? You don't. Okay. I feel like Pionia with Dream Ball could be very interesting. Primordial Altar. This card's considered generally not that great. I guess Knowledge does give some benefits. I mean, he just removed it. I'd be running Beach Court if I was him. You know, a lot of one retreat cost basics. Yeah. Take from the Raichu if I'm gonna make a presumption. Yeah. We gotta make good clean plays here, so we are gonna go with Irida. Oh. Oh. So I guess it's electric core to get the Iron Hands running, but then it's based off of pulling prize cards. Wow. That's interesting. That's a really interesting deck right there. I give him props. Let's take a look at Primordial Altar. Yeah, let's discard it. You know, I like being risky. And sometimes being risky pays off a good bit. Okay. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna attach this here. Retreat. 170, discard a water energy. And go into limit. Worst case will DTE. Water's a weird type. It's weak to electric, but also weak to fighting, or steel if it's ice, which is okay, that's good. But your advantage is against fire, and fire really isn't that common. Like, arguably the most popular fire deck in a good amount of time has been Charizard EX, but even then, the big heavy hitter's not a fire type, it's a dark type. Blitzel. That's interesting. So, water really doesn't pull through with an advantage if you think about it. I mean, I don't know what else they would be strong against. In the games, water's good against fire. Water's good against rock and ground. But rock and ground and fighting and stone has been given weakness to grass and psychic. And you can't really give fighting or ground or rock or ground that water weakness because it's taking away too much from grass. Because half the dark types are weak to grass. I think a majority of dark types are now weak to grass, but it used to be about half were weak to grass. And then half of the... Oh. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this. We'll just run this. Pick up a little more. So he needs 2 fighting energy. No, I'm not. No. I want a... Ew. Okay. Now, what would be really nice is if the Glamora procs before. No, they get to choose an active, so they only have to discard 1, which is probably just going to be the Chansey. But unless they like escape rope or boss's orders, they're not going to be able to bring out anything else on the bench. The armor play is interesting. I'll be able to pull up a switch. I burned for both my escape ropes because I bossed his orders on the first turn. Or Professor researched on the first turn. You know, the game does seem very much in his advantage, but I still think we got a decent shot at victory. If they forfeit now, I'm going to call it in my favor. I might play another game for fun, but I'm going to consider this as a victory in case of a forfeit because we could still win. With the Glamora EX having good control. You got a decent board state. We just need to keep getting switches. I don't know where I want to go with my next knockout. The Mantike is making the Iron Hands pretty scary. But the one they actually have energy attached to at this current moment is the Raikou. So just discard the Chansey, man. The Chansey's literally dared to steal another prize card. I think I was just talking about Dream Ball and Peonia, which is pretty ironic. No, they go for the Iron Hands. That's super interesting. I can't attack with Glamora, which is the problem. And I didn't even think about an electric deck matchup. Having a Glamora EX pocket just to be able to get some advantage is kind of nice. They got a good amount of cards in hand. I'll be honest. It's looking a bit rough, but it's still manageable. Do they switch? Do they have energy? Oh, they're playing the other Miraidon. Yeah. Rapid Draw's a bit nice, and Techno Turbo is interesting. I mean, if you, I guess when you move out of E rotation, you can't have that Flaffy anymore. They left. I wasn't, I don't know about the state of that game, but I'm calling it. Victories. That's wicked. Okay. I haven't been playing as crazy this season. So we're gonna come in. We're gonna mark off Mantine and Mantike. We're gonna knock off Wimpod. Oh, it's by the first part of the name. We're gonna knock off a Gollisopod. The Clefty never came in use, but he was in the deck. So limit Glamora. So let's see. Mantine, Mantike, Wimpod, Gollisopod, Clefty, Glamora. Yeah. That means we're 2.2% done. A lot of Pokemon to go through, but that's how it goes. So I'm just gonna play one more game. Switch out like 4. 3. Yeah. We gotta count that a win, but this was a really quick game, so we're just gonna run one more, showcase the deck. Okay, Leo Perek, different person, electric deck as well, which is interesting. Okay, we pulled the heads. Yeah, we'll go first, try and get that evolution going. Second wouldn't actually be too terrible with the Arvind, Super Turbo, Energize, whatever. Mantine? Rough opener of a hand, I'll be honest. I think what we'll just do is level ball, Wimp Pod, basic water energy, tool jammer, flame in a snowy mountain. Just set that all up. In turn. They're playing electric. It's some form of Miraidon. Miraidon really is one of the best electric cards. When what? Okay. We'll run Punk out in case I need that retreat. I mean, it doesn't look like it's so far, but never count your chickens too early. So is this supposed to be like United Wings? But then what's the Mareep doing there? Because you don't need that energy amp with Mareep. Are they running Mareep or Amp VEX? Okay, I guess What? Uh, I normally want to go Gollisopod EX, but where I only have the one water energy, we can get a first impression knockout. You, of course, need to pull a switch or an energy of some variation. Okay, so they're going kilowatt roll. Huh. So we got like 2 more turns. Well, no, we got 1 more turn to really pull something. Yeah. Calamitous Snowy Mountain, not the greatest because he could just evolve to bypass the damage. I mean, 20 damage is super nice, and I know games where I would have wanted that 20 damage, but man, it's not that great. It's not that great. Okay, now to go kill Watro, I guess they have another electric energy. They're gonna go for skill dive, deal 50 to presumably Gollisopod. No, they go in for the Mantine. Okay. See, this is not currently my turn, so if I move up, Gollisopod does not get the first impression damage. So we need to go Klefki, actually. Basic fighting energy, a little bit of a waste. But yeah, this isn't looking good. They got another electric energy, Thunder Blast. We don't pull anything good with Klefki's in front, like a research. Then we're gonna call it. I mean, if they don't have an electric energy, their skill dive's got to do 100. I can first impression for 20, get a knockout. Looks like they top decked Flaffy. We got a Wattrel. I mean, it was okay. They did get it. Thunder Blast. Okay. We'll see. This will be really quick as well. No, we're just gonna end it. I mean, it's mono electric in their energy. The Flaffy has a chance to get 30 damage. That gives me another turn persist. I don't know. It's not looking great. Kind of a whiffer on the opening hand. Okay. Brick the dealt. We'll call heads. It's a really tough call. You want to know your hand before you go. But where most people want to go first, going first helps out. We get our evolution. I don't know. I think it's fine. This is alright. Go Klefki. And what is with the electric decks? Yeah, of course we'll take a bonus one. Level ball is super nice. We do get a shutdown. Turbo Energize is pretty good, all things considered. We'll have to wait, but this is actually a decent enough setup. We'll set up a Wimpod. I want 2 on the bench. Level ball, Glimmet. Now, I am a little worried about escape rope, but there's nothing I can do about that. We'll tool jammer, run this here. Next turn, we're going to turbo energize, fighting energy, cleft key, get the wind pod set up. Actually, I would even consider setting up limit if I could get the card for Glamora EX, because we are going against a fighting deck or an electric deck. So yeah, Radiant Greninja does not have his ability active. They take 2 turns. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I'll just Candace. Gollisopod, water energy. Not the Gollisopod I want, but it's a Gollisopod I can use. I do 110. Let's just turbo energize. I doubt he's going to be able to knock out on Zero Aura. So worst case, I'll retreat with the cleft key. Go Gollisopod, because that way they don't have any ping. Okay. Yeah, this is the play. We're going to set this up. Ideal, maybe not, but we are going against an electric deck. So Glamora 280 could be really big. Really big for this matchup. Now, of course, I got to get it. I'm gonna keep that Wimpod with Punk out on the bench. But we're gonna go here. Okay. It looked like I couldn't use it for a second, which is weird. We're gonna retreat. Worst case, we can Ascension with Glimmet. Okay. Overall, this fire. Oh, switch is super nice as well. I think we're in a fairly fine position. If I will want to sack the Mantike, I can Buoyant healing the Klefki. Okay, they Roar. That's interesting. I guess Roark works really well with Greninja. A little early on a Super Rod, if I'm being honest. I would have saved that. Yeah, I mean, use the basic electric energy there and then Super Rod. Unless you're banking on getting that Zeraora back, but that doesn't sound like a great strategy. I'm not bench anything just yet, but I want to set up Lamora. Yeah, now we're primed. We're good. So our best case scenario is that he doesn't bench anything. Top 4, put 2 in your hand, put the other 2 in the bottom of your deck. Okay. Like, our best case is he doesn't bench anything. Because then we get an 1K, 1-turn knockout. The Greninja is being a bit of a pain. Okay, Zero Aura. I'm not too worried about that. If he sets up... What's it called? If he sets up an EX... A robot. Dratini? Okay. This is a tough call. I don't know if I want to take out Dratini to prevent Dragonite EX. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't think he's really prepped up with the Greninja. Zeraora's not going to do enough damage to really be a pain. Is that another Klefki? We're in a fine position next turn. See, this is a situation in which you want Super Rod, Mantike. Oh, I feel like I've mentioned it before, but that Mantike arc, super beautiful. Really love it. I should probably watch what they're doing. Okay, here comes Horsey. Water energy. I'm not too worried. I mean, like another boss's orders. I guess I'd take out Zero Aura or Horsey, just prevent setup. Larry. Tails. So they gotta search for a basic Pokemon. They get a Nest Ball. Well, I kind of more like a Quick Ball. Zekrom. This guy is pretty interesting, in all honesty. We'll set up Gollisopod. Why not? We can't retreat. Yeah. So I mean, even if we didn't win that first match, I think we got this match in the bag. Our Glimmet would be nice. He does get to discard the Tool Jammer. If that's anything. No, he doesn't attach the energy. So I guess he's using Zekrom defensively. Okay, here comes Clara. So pick up her Ninja. Couple energy. Makes sense. Probably Dratini. Do you set up the... He sets up the Dratini to start the evolution chain going again. Yerda. Let's pick up a... I got Mantike. I feel like Zekrom's Leaf is concerned for being a real jerk right now, which is awesome. I love being a jerk. I don't know. Let's just pick up this Gollisopod right here. We're gonna escape rope into Mantike, and so he has to put something up, and everything on his bench is worth more than the one in his active slot. I mean, a 140 with poison's not going to be bad at all. If he does manage to get to Dragonite. Climate of Snowy Mountain's pretty good. We'll set that up next turn. I doubt he's running Rare Candy. Oof. Here comes back to Greninja. Like, Clefairy would be fun to put back up, but I'm just get the damage going. You know what I mean? Just keep it going. Okay, Crushing Short. Knock off the Tool Jammer. Parasol Lady. So, shuffle your... Is it bottom, or is it just into the deck? It's into deck. So, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4. It's just not terrible at all. Doesn't even get the evolution, so the game's ours. Set this here. Set this here. Poison Gem. Take this. And Ultra Ball. Yeah. Now, I don't know how many of you would know, but baby Pokemon used to have a Poke Power. Yep, I think it was a Poke Power, not even an ability, a Poke Power, to where they could evolve into the Pokemon that the baby Pokemon would evolve into. Sounds weird. What I'm getting at is like Mantike and Mantine would both be considered basics. However, if the Mantike had this Poke Power, you can evolve into Mantine and get all aspects of the Mantike. In terms of, like, you can keep any other abilities it would have or any moves. So, like, you would have a 110 health rather than 30 health. Okay. Just gonna take game. Yeah. So that would have been a victory right there. I'm not gonna put this into the victory counter since this was for fun. Same way I did not count the loss into the losses counter, because again, we already got our criteria finished. But yeah, this is Gollisopod. Real fun Pokemon. If you have any suggestions for what you want to see next in that Dex challenge, please let me know. As always, you have a beautiful day. Bye bye.